Cameron is on the autism spectrum. It means that everyday activities and interactions with other people can be challenging. But Cameron's future has been transformed thanks to a new initiative called Encourage.
You lead the way, show them how it's done. Good, Cameron, keep going. Very good, mate, keep going.
It works to build self-confidence and vital life skills through unique, individualised martial arts training, combined with techniques rooted in behavioural science. For Cameron, it's been a remarkable journey.
Cameron was a typical baby. There was no issues at all, and we were just a typical happy family. He met all his milestones. So by the time he was 2.5, we entered into a 3-month period where he regressed quite significantly. We lost all his eye contact, we lost all his speech, he lost all his play skills, he didn't want to interact, he stopped sleeping. So it was very obvious by then that something wasn't right.
Cameron was referred for tests and was diagnosed with autism. Professionals considered his outlook bleak, suggesting he'd need to be placed in specialist residential care.
They came back and they told us that Cameron, he wouldn't get better, he possibly could get worse, and that we should, as his parents, consider putting him in a home and getting on with our lives. That was what we were told. That was quite upsetting. That's probably one of the hardest days. Very, very difficult to deal with. So we took him home that day. We decided that the vision of that future that they had given us, that was not going to be his future, and it wasn't going to be our future. You're okay? Good. Good.
Alison researched possible approaches to support Cameron. She began a home programme based on intensive one-to-one support rooted in behavioural science, focused on communication.
Yeah, you can do it, Cam. You do it. You cut it. We had to work really hard on some very basic things. So things that other parents take for granted, like going out in the car, going to the shops, being able to go to a cafe and sit and eat, going to the movies. All of these things Cameron couldn't do. And we had to tick them off one at a time.
Over many years, Cameron made progress, but also encountered setbacks, and by his mid-teens was lacking in confidence and the life skills to become independent. But a chance encounter was to change everything.
I had stumbled across a martial arts programme called Krav Maga, and I decided that I would take Cameron's little brother to try this martial arts programme. So I took him one evening to the class, and I happened to have Cameron with me. And as it turned out, the person who was running the class was John.
Good, on in, let's go up, we'll get started.
So John, very much out of the blue, came over and said, would Cameron like to have a go at taking part in the class? And to be honest, I was quite taken aback by that, because that's not usually what happens when I go places and do things with Cameron. So, of course, we said yes. He took to it like a duck to water, which was amazing to watch.
Keep going. Very good, mate. Keep going. Very good. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes, that's how you do it. Well done. Up to you.
Cameron continued to come to the classes with his brother, and Alison began to work with coach John Miller to bring behaviour-based techniques into the martial arts class.
All the way up, Cameron. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4.
At the beginning it was about trial and error. Some things worked, some things didn't work so well. But then the more I learned, I had to go away and do quite a bit of research on how best to teach, and draw on some experience for the past as well. There was a number of ways we had to change my choice of words, making sure I was very particular with my choice of words, making commands very, very clear.
More round. Good. Now, put your bum here, so turn in like that. Good. Nice. Right, now pull them really hard and bend forward. Just go, kid. Good. Well done, good. That was
become very apparent early on that Cameron was very visual in the way he learned. So we started to use more and more visual cues rather than audio cues and explanations in the teaching. Started to see him progress at a quite remarkable rate and do things that I didn't think he would be capable of doing, and his parents didn't think he would be capable of doing. In fact, he surprised us at every turn.
After a time, Cameron was able to join a regular class with other young adults.
The improvement in him's been quite incredible, actually. From the very start, he was just kind of wandered around, didn't want to take part in warm up, and now he knows the striking combinations. Always smiling, always wanting to join in, always laughing, probably at us actually a lot. He'll find a partner even if it's not a familiar face. That must be a massive step for Cameron, because even to start with, he wasn't keen to go with anybody other than John or his mum. So to see him kind of growing out with that, it's been really quite incredible.
Good. Now nice and tight, because she's going to kick it hard, okay? Is that okay? Good. Reset. Ready. Go!
One of the most special things to come out of that was the fact that he became part of that martial arts community. As parents, we always wanted for him to have friends and to have people around him who wanted genuinely to be with him and that he could genuinely interact with and have fun with. And it was wonderful, and it's just amazing.
Cameron's progress also had a positive impact on family life.
Also what happened was that as a family, for the first time in the 18 years that Cameron has been with us, we finally got something we can do together, and we don't have to split up and do different things with our two younger children, and that's really special.
Seeing the transformation in Cameron, Alison realised the same approach might benefit other young people. Together with John, she founded Encourage to develop programmes based on the methodology that had worked so well for Cameron. Encourage now offers small group sessions for children and young adults, as well as one-to-one sessions for individuals.
Very good, well done, so we're ready.
The Encourage approach is unique and individualised to meet the needs of each client. It draws on proven techniques based in behavioural science. Clients' progress is closely monitored, and the data used to inform when and how programmes should be moved on.
Yeah, he's came on great, but we need to figure out what happened here. Something changed there.
The aim is to build outwards from a centre of excellence in central Scotland, giving training and support to martial arts teachers across the country, so they can offer similar programmes for young people on the autism spectrum.
The benefits of martial arts are well known and well documented, and all kids can benefit from learning them. But this particular part of the community has been excluded from it. The methodology is not really conducive to their learning. By simply teaching in a manner that would make it accessible to them, we can make the martial arts accessible to many more people into this part of the community that are often overlooked.
We will develop up all those programmes, and we will put that onto an electronic platform to make it easily accessible by all the martial arts schools. And we will supplement that with actually one-to-one support with them as well. And the end result of that will be that people who are very skilled at martial arts will very quickly become skilled in techniques that will help them to deal with people with autism and the challenges that they face, so that they're not frightened of them coming in and being part of their classes, because they will know how to deal with difficult situations.
3, 2, 1, go!
Once the martial arts programmes are well established, the aim for Encourage is to take the same unique teaching methods into new areas, such as yoga and dance.
That it's got the potential to go beyond martial arts. There's opportunities to provide this type of help and support and quality family time. Again, I can see an incredible untapped potential at the moment that's just waiting there for Encourage to go along and help to support individuals who, whichever background, discipline, expertise, dance, yoga, martial arts, whatever it happens to be able to help support them.
1, good, now really hard, 1. Good, but harder.
For Alison and John, the most fundamental benefit of Encourage lies in building transferable skills to help young people live more independently and secure opportunities for employment.
When you look at school children who have autism, 17% of autistic children have been excluded from school, and out of that 17%, 48% of that have actually been excluded 4 or more times. And then by the time we come through into adulthood, we have 1 in 3 autistic adults experiencing severe mental health issues. We have 70% of them saying that they're not supported appropriately by social services, and they have no opportunity or very limited opportunity to actually find an appropriate work environment so that they can contribute, and then that would contribute to their self-esteem and their self-confidence. So it's a bit of a vicious cycle, really. So Encourage Hope is to step into that gap and actually work with the children when they're younger so that they do not get excluded from school and they do not get excluded from society in general. And then we'll continue to work with them through into young adulthood to develop the skill set that they need to go into a supported employment situation.
The plans for Encourage are ambitious and will require significant investment.
One of the things we're working with industry on at the moment is putting together scholarships so that we can actually fund those young people into Encourage programmes and actually allow them to make the progress that they deserve to make at the end of the day. We're going to establish the centre very quickly here now in the Forth Valley area, and we would roll that out across Scotland, and then we will, once we develop all the programmes and embed the positive behaviour support with it, we will then roll that out right across the UK to all the martial arts schools across the UK.
Clap hands, up, jump up, touch my head.
Good.
Someone needs to think differently from, I'm putting money into this business and I'm going to get a financial return, but you're going to get a return that's way beyond anything that you could possibly get in terms of finance. This is about the potential legacy that an investor could make by helping to support Encourage in the first instance, and also helping it to grow in the fullness of time. And I think making that contribution to society is a bigger return than anything that you would get financially.
Cameron is now working as a teaching assistant with Encourage, helping other young people, and his achievements are the clearest demonstration of what Encourage can offer.
I'm so proud of Cameron, of what he's achieved, you know, with the support that we've put in place for him. Never probably would have imagined that he would be doing what he's doing and have the bright future ahead of him that he hopefully has on this new journey with Encourage. If we can help the general population to understand a little bit better the journey that people face when they're presented with this, and help them to support these people better, then that would be good. And I don't think our job will be done at Encourage until we can actually sit back and say, yep, people on the autistic spectrum are genuinely included in society and things have improved markedly from where they're at the moment. So we have a lot of work to do, but it's exciting, it's good.